Hi there, it's David Young, the Resourceful Coach, and what we're going to talk a little bit about today is your mind and how important that is when you're playing golf. And for me, it's always interesting when we talk about the mind because, again, I've been doing my YouTube videos now for around about 2.5 years, and the conversation I have with so many golfers, they go, well, most of it's in your mind, this game, isn't it? And yet, when you do a video about the mind, you get very few views. All they want to know is technique, and yet everybody says the mind is so important. And I totally agree. I found sort of sports psychology around about the age of 35. Unfortunately, probably for me, about 20 years too late to actually make a career in golf. But because of that now, I make a massive difference what I'm doing. The whole idea of my channel is to get you to understand one thing, okay? Because what I see golfers do on the golf course, as I said, the name of this video, I see some unbelievable swearing on a golf course. People get so frustrated, and it's because their expectations are in the wrong place. Okay? Everybody thinks they should be doing amazing things. Now, the main thing about my channel is what I call the 12 shots of golf. The 12 shots of golf are pinpointing areas, and through my data that I've developed over the last sort of 15, 20 years, shows you for your level what you need to do. But I'm going to show you initially where the problems come from. Okay, so I'm going to look at 2 or 3 different things that we do and expect that are costing you shots and are probably giving you those swear words you really shouldn't be saying on the golf course. So here's number 1. Everybody expects to play a perfect shot. And Jack Nicklaus said, if you hit one perfect shot in a round of golf, you've had a great day. So even the best players in the world realized the chances of you hitting your best shot, remember it's your shot, not the best shot that's ever been hit in golf, it's your best shot. You may get lucky and do it. Let's say you're Jack Nicklaus, who would average 70, he would do 1 in 70 shots as good as that. If you're somebody who's single figures, you might do 1 in 80. And if you're somebody shooting bogey golf, it might be 1 in 90. But it's all relative to your level. But this is where golfers go wrong because they expect every shot to be perfect. And that causes the issues. So I'm going to give you some stats, okay? I've been here now at Corinthians Golf Club for around about 5 years. And I've played all the holes regularly, okay? Not played that much, but I've birdied every hole, and I've been fortunate enough to eagle 2 holes. So if I went out and played my so-called perfect round, I would shoot 20 under par, okay? So if I'm thinking of playing perfect shots, that's what I should expect every time I get out of the car. You're probably looking at me now going, well, that's crazy. Nobody's going to shoot that. And we know from the top players that if we see that come up on the screen, breaking 60 alert, 59 alert, everybody gets excited. If golf was that easy and these guys were going to hit their best shot every time, they'd be shooting in the 40s. Okay, so the par here at Corinthians is 73. If I did that, I would shoot 53. Wow. Okay, I've got one goal left in my life really with my golf, and that's to shoot my age. I'm 54. Wow, if I went and had that day, I would now achieve that. But that's not really realistic if we're honest. So that's the first thing I want you to look at. If you're trying to play your best shot and expecting your best shot every time, you're probably looking at those numbers and go, well, that isn't going to happen. So hopefully there you're winning in your mind. Number 2, what's my best ever round around here? Okay, I've had a 5 under par round. I've had a 68. Do I expect to do that every time I go out? Of course I don't. Okay, so that's the next stage. If you're thinking, well, my best round is this, I should be shooting that every time. Well, what we learn with golf, we end up normally getting a handicap. And when you get that handicap, what do you normally do relative to it? Well, if we look at the handicap system, you take your best 8 scores from the last 20 rounds that you've played. So that means 12 of those 8 are worse, way worse than your handicap. On average, you're probably going to have 3 of those scores better than your handicap, 2 about your handicap, and 3 worse. So that now takes us to 15 rounds out of your last 20 are worse than your handicap. Only are you 3 times out of 20 shooting better than your handicap. So if your expectation is that high, you're putting so much pressure on yourself. And that's what I need you to look at. Look at really, realistically, although you've got a handicap, remember it's taking your best 8 scores out of 20, you're probably averaging about 4 shots worse than your handicap. That's real terms what we do. Okay, that's what I see with most golfers. Every now and again you'll play to your handicap, every now and again you'll shoot a little bit better. Okay, and when that happens, enjoy it. So hopefully straight away what we've given you there is an understanding of what to do. Now, this is really important what we're going to say. When you go to play each shot, you now need to do two things. Number one, have a process that is going through the idea of what you want to do and think about the best possible shot you can hit. We're not going to say to you, don't play your best possible shot, because ideally that's what you want to do. Maybe you may be that first golfer who has that ultimate round where everything comes out of the middle of the club, everything's the right distance, everything's the right direction, and suddenly I go out and shoot that 53. It could happen, but it's never happened, okay? But if I think that way, I'm increasing the chance I can hit more of those shots. But more importantly, I can hit closer to those shots. That's the important thing. If I can get closer to my best, and that's better than my average, surely that's going to improve my golf. So that's the first thing. You always go there looking for the best shot. The second thing is you have to just take the result. You have to look at the result you've got and go, well, I just did that. Actually, what's the next challenge? It's the next challenge of the next shot. Okay, that's the important thing. So let's play this hole. I'm going to play this hole. I'm going to talk you through mentally what I do. So we're here on the 17th hole at Corinthians. It's 200 yards. Okay, so ground's hard. It's a little bit into the wind today, but the ground's very hard. I'm just going to hit my hybrid. I know that is probably around about my 200 yard club for me personally, but with the wind in my face, I'm going to lose a bit of distance, but the ground being really hard, hopefully it'll run down the hill onto the green. So the goal is to hit my best possible shot. So what is my best ever shot with this club? I've never holed a shot from 200 yards, okay? But I have put it probably a couple of feet from the hole. So that's the intention, that's the goal, that's what I'm setting out to do. But I know realistically what would be a really good shot. Anywhere on that green, I take it as a professional golfer. But if I'm honest, in these conditions, if I get it close to the green, that's okay. And actually what I do, if I miss the green, I actually go down a little bit excited because I think, how great would it be if I chip it in? Because I know I've done that before. How great would it be if I chip it stone dead next to the hole and still get my par? So it's the excitement of how you make a score. That's the important thing. That's the challenge of it, okay? So the key thing, as I said, go back, look at the shot. So I come back here, nobody behind us, go through the shot, and the intention is good. Okay, let's commit to the shot. Let's see what we get. Okay, well, it's a little bit left of the green. So straight away, what I see golfers, as soon as they see that flight, you can see their whole body language go, oh, I haven't hit the perfect shot. Oh, what have I done? I can't believe it. Straight away, mentally, you're in the wrong place. And I've done that before. And I think when I was probably 12, 13, 14 years of age, that's the worst age when you're reasonably good at this game because you can't get your head around why it was a bad shot. Now, I wasn't very good at swearing at that age, but I can be good at it now. But I've learned not to do it because I still don't know where that ball's ended up. It's left of the green. It does move a little left to right, this hole. And what I've learned sometimes, what looks like a poor shot, sometimes you get down there, it's actually not that bad. Okay, you don't really know what's going to happen. So what I've learned to do is just go, okay, I'm in the general area, but let's go and find it. Let's see what we've given ourselves. And then mentally from there, hopefully, well, I know I am, I'm in a much better, calmer state to deal with whatever I might find down there. Okay? It could be on the green. It could have got a big kick right. It could have carried on straight and gone into the back bunker. It could have gone in the rough. The key thing is it could. Don't think I should have hit a perfect shot, okay? And definitely don't throw your clubs, because if you damage them, that's really frustrating, okay? Because again, your swearing will go to another level if you suddenly look at your club and the head's fallen off. But let's go and see what we've got. Let's deal with what we've got, and let's keep that mindset really calm and focused on what we're looking to do. So here's where it's interesting. We talked about on the tee, I hit that tee shot, it was all good intention, and I hit it a little bit left of the green, and as we said in the video at the moment, the UK, it's very dry. What's happened? The ball has run down the fairway, and amazingly, where the camera is, the other side of the hole, is the side of the hole where my ball was running. Because it's come off the slope, I've ended up to the right of the hole. So I thought I was going to be left of the green. I'm actually on the green. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paces, about 12, 13 feet from the hole. And yet, what I would see a lot of golfers doing up there is they'd be throwing that club, they'd be, oh, I can't believe I didn't hit it perfectly. And now I'm 13 feet from the hole. So here's where the problem comes in. If you're angry walking down that hole, are you able to flip your mind so quickly into a calm state to focus on this? Or are you going to take those thoughts of thinking, well, that was rubbish, into this putt and not make a good putt on this? Probably the latter. So by not getting upset and actually thinking about the challenge of the next shot, and if I had missed the green or it ended up in the back bunker, I'm actually going down there in a much calmer state. Now all of a sudden I got a lucky break. That ball's kicked off the slope. I knew it could come in from there, but it did everything I wanted. We're 12, 13 feet from the hole. So now what is my brain doing? Well, now it just goes calmly into my green reading process. And we're going with the same idea. What's the best shot I can play? And I see people with this. We're talking 13 feet. So let's give you some data for this. As a professional golfer, and I'm talking a club golfer, not the guys you watch on TV. I'll give you some stats about those guys in a minute. I'm going to hole this putt from 13 feet, maybe 7% of the time. And you might look at that stat and go, wow, okay, you should be holing more of that. Okay, I know I can, and I've holed 13-foot putts before, but this is not a putt that I'm going to hole every time. We're looking at round about 1 in 16 putts that I'm actually going to hole this. 8 feet is a tour player's 50-50 putt. All right, every time he's moving approximately a foot away, he's dropping another 5 to 10%. So even a tour player from here is probably only just going into double digits that he's going to hole this. Now the problem is, on the TV, you watch guys winning tournaments. So to win a tournament, you're going to hole more of these. Okay, that's what's going to happen. If you win your club medal, you've probably holed a couple of these that you wouldn't normally hole. But again, let's look at the average golfer. Would be very upset if they miss this putt. But I'm only going to hole this 1 in 16. As long as I two-putt it, I'm not losing anything. Okay, that's the important thing to understand. If I hole it, I'm gaining a lot. So I go through my green reading method. I have that in the back of my mind. I'm not expecting to hole this every time. The low point is over there. I know it's going to drop in there. Okay, got a bit of dew on the green this morning because we're out early. So I need to hit this a little bit firmer. But the intention is, yeah, I want to hole it. How great it would be from what didn't feel the perfect drive or tee shot, that I could walk off here with a birdie. Drop down. Oh, just that dew. Just left it 6 inches short of the hole. Okay, but we got a par. Okay, so you could see my reaction to that. There was a little bit of disappointment because it was pretty much on line, but I just didn't hit it firm enough. But I didn't lose my temper. I didn't get angry. And if you do, you're going to take that into the next hole. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what the phrase is, but we have a program, I think, probably gone all around the world now. We have a quiz program called The Chase. And what's quite interesting, when they do their first set of questions, if they get one wrong and the next question then is coming, they're thinking way too much about the one they've got wrong, so they're not concentrating on the next one. And that's what I see with golfers. Because your expectation is up here, if you then do average, you feel, well, that's bad. So you're thinking about, why didn't I hit that shot? So what happens is by the time you get to the next hole, you're dropping way below your average. Each shot is its own mini challenge. Stop swearing, okay? It doesn't help you. As I said, when I was a junior golfer, I got lucky. My first job as an assistant pro, the guy was so laid back, he made me realize, yeah, getting upset doesn't do you any favors. Okay, definitely throwing clubs doesn't do you favors. Your body language dropping doesn't do you any favors. Have a bit of fun with your golf. Go out on the golf course and think, from any position on the golf course, what's the best shot I can play now? And if you can think that way, you might surprise yourself. You might come off the course and go, I was better than Jack Nicklaus today. I actually hit 2 perfect shots. And it doesn't matter where they are. It's for your level. That's the key thing. That might be a chip from 50 yards. You've never put it closer than 5 feet and suddenly you stick it to 3 feet. That's your perfect shot. But realize it doesn't happen very often. Watch my 12 shots of golf videos and understand the data to fit your level. That's the big missing link, I think, in golf. Okay, the missing link is you're all taught to have perfect technique. What you need to understand is, how do I need to get that golf ball round a golf course? That's the challenge. Watch the top players. Do they all swing it perfectly? No. What they do well is they get the ball around the course because they understand how to deliver the club into the ball, and they start to understand their game. I hope you enjoyed that video. For me, it's such a massive part. Out of all the videos that I made, this should be the one people should watch the most. Okay, watch it over and over again. Because as soon as I got my mind in the right place, I play very little golf now. Okay, I would have been playing a round of golf every day when I was 20 years of age. I'd have been practicing, and I still wasn't better than that one handicap. I now go out. I played a few weeks ago, played front nine here, shot 5 under par. Why? Because I don't get stressed about hitting a shot. And actually, because of that, I don't hit that many bad shots because I look forward to hitting it. All the stress has gone out of my body. I have a lot more fun. If you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you soon.